Hello everyone, it's General Bass, Wolf Brothers.
What's up?
We're going to play Dark Eldar vs. Space Wolf 1750, Contest of Champions. The mission we're going to play today is Walk the Line, which is three objectives. They're in the three middle points of the board, and then you roll a d3 for each objective to see how many objective points it's worth at the end of the game, and then it works like a normal objective. Got the Space Wolves on the board, first turn. It's pitch battle, three objectives. The one in the middle is worth 3. One on the left here is worth 2, and far objective of theirs worth 1. Space Wolves have a Rhino with Grey Hunters on the board up in the front. And then 2 Razorbacks, last class with Grey Hunters. Rhino in the front's got a Power Fist guy in it, and the squiggly lined Razorback has a Wolf Guard with a Wolf Claw. And then in reserve we have 4 Thunderwolves. One's Wolf Guard Battle Leader, a Wolf Lord, and 2 Thunderwolves. And then I also have 2 Drop Pods, one with a Dreadnought, another one with Arjac, and a unit of Blood Claws. And so, it's a Dawson IVC list, basically, but I've really basically fucked it up to comp it down in various ways so that it'll comp at perfect comp for Contest of Champions, Sacramento. So, it's only got 1 Wolf Lord. Should have 2, and then the Dreadnought should definitely be all souped up, but don't have the points for it. So, and definitely dump some points into the troops that you don't normally see on Dawson's list. So that's what I got going on. And Dark Eldar guy is getting on the board. General Bass, he came back. Didn't think he was gonna make it. Thought he was gonna be scared away.
I'm a busy guy. What can I say? Working a lot.
And so he's got he's got a Void Raven bomber. He's got a jet fighter. Razorwing jet fighter. He's got a Venom with a homunculus and racks in it with a webway portal, and then he's got 2 grotesque units, an Archon, and a bunch of other witches, nonsense, shenanigans as he likes to say. We're gonna see shenanigans here in a second. So that's what we got.
We got something special for you today.
Turn 1, going into turn 1 soon. Let's see here. We got General Bass's deployment.
Yeah.
We've got a Razorwing jet fighter. Venom, that's got the homunculus and rack in it with webway portal.
Correct.
Right? And then Void Raven bomber over here on the corner.
Also there.
And that's that.
What is that?
Right? So it's 3-on-3. It's a soccer game, and we hate soccer.
Nice, easy initiative.
Bottom of turn 1, going into turn 2 here real soon. Basically, what went on here is the Dark Eldar stole the initiative and moved up with Void Raven, jet fighter, and Venom. Homunculus and guys jumped out, dropped their webway portal, and so then he shot at me and shook this guy, plus blew up its Stormbolter. So we're all good here. We're gonna make sure to put our stuff on there. We popped smoke. So that's what we got going on as far as Dark Eldar turn goes. And then Space Wolf basically just shifted over to the right a little. Rhino went 12, popped smoke. These guys moved over 6 each. One shot its twin-linked plasma gun at the Venom, and I don't think it did anything. And then the second one shot its last cannon and glanced it, took out one of the splinter cannons. Oh, but it also can't shoot anyways. Maybe got a 1 on that first shot at a glance. So can't shoot, and a weapon destroyed. So that's pretty good. Drop pod came in, blasted at the Void Raven bomber, got 2 glances on it, saved one with the thicker field, and now it can't shoot. So not bad for first turn Space Wolves. Now it's second turn. Dark Eldar got a roll for their reserves. He's got 3 units of witches and 2 units of grotesques, all on foot. It's gonna be exciting. Alright, going into the bottom of 2. Basically, he came out of the webway portal with a unit of witches and a unit of grotesques. The other unit of witches came out of reserve on this back table edge, gunning for the Dreadnought. And then shot his Dark Lances at the Rhino. I don't think he did anything. I guess he immobilized it and then charged him with all this stuff and blew it up. But no casualties anywhere. So, and they're not pinned, so that's what we got going into the bottom of 2. And that's it. Venom moved into the back corner. Other things kind of backed up, but he dropped his mine on the Dreadnought when he moved. He couldn't shoot this Void Raven. Dropped his mine, missed, so he couldn't hurt him. So there you go. Going into the bottom of 2. Alright, bottom of 2. So Space Wolves had Arjac drop pod come in from reserve. They came in and they just ran around the webway portal. Then we also had the Thunderwolves come in from reserve with the Wolf Lord, Wolfguard Battle Leader. They came in and charged the Archon and Grotesque unit. Did a lot of damage, but what was it? The Aberration, the squad leader, killed the Wolfguard Battle Leader with Insta-Death Flesh Gauntlet, which was really cool. I think he only had one wound get through anyways. It was just one wound.
He got 3 wounds through.
Oh, so
they're strong.
Same difference. And then in here there was a Witch unit, and I just got everything out, shot the hell out of the Witch unit, charged them with all 3 Grey Hunters, and then killed everyone in the Witch unit except for Chardonnay and Homunculus. And then he ran away there, like 8 inches or something like that. Doesn't matter.
Straight back.
So those guys ran away, and then kind of spread out the Grey Hunters after the consolidation. The Dreadnought, he just moved and ran. Didn't have much that he could shoot at really effectively, so he just kind of moved and ran over here towards the web portal. And so that was the bottom of 2. We're going into the top of 3. What does he got? He's got a unit of Grotesques, which I think still has another Aberration in it, right? With a Homunculus, and then a unit of Witches in reserve. So we'll roll for those and see what happens. Homunculus Ancient with the second Grotesque unit. Top 3 going into the bottom of 3. Dark Eldar army got second unit of Grotesque in from reserve. They couldn't come in through the webway portal. The Blood Claws had it surrounded. So they walk in from the table edge over here and ran a little bit. Then what did he do? He scooted over with his Razorwing and Void Raven and pounded into my guys. The Razorwing targeted the small unit of 6 guys in here and did a whole bunch of wounds on them, like 13, killed 3 guys. And then the Void Raven pounded the front Razorback right here and destroyed it and got some wounds on that big squad that was around it. 1 or 2 wounds. We passed all our pinning checks, so no one's pinned. And then over here, the Witches got in on the Dreadnought's drop pod and blew it up, and then the explosion killed 5 Witches, and they ran away. So they're running right now, but they're just at half strength, so they'll be able to try and rally. I'm going to shoot at them, though, try and get them under half strength. And then we had close combat with the Wolf Lord and the 2 Thunderwolves against the Archon. Archon, I guess he ended up causing 1 wound on the Wolf Lord again, and the Wolf Lord saved it. And then the Wolf Lord just sliced and diced him up with a bunch of power weapon wounds. So that was that. That's going to the bottom of 3. See if I can basically try and push him off these objectives entirely now. Yeah, he's got a troop unit in the Venom there, and he's got that little 5-man troop unit, and he's got another 10-man or 15-man Witch squad coming. It's a 15. Maybe it's only 12, but it's a big Witch squad coming in. So I'll keep this webway portal wrapped up and just kind of push into that middle objective and make sure that he can't just contest me for the win. And hopefully that's the win right there, because his big push didn't work. He bounced off. So that's that. I think I can probably push him off the 2 big objectives and win the game. Alright, going into the top 4. Space Wolves had, a good turn, really. Moved everything up, moved around with this back unit, moved Arjac's Blood Claw squad up, and just smashed the Venom with Melta and the hammer, blew it up. Killed one of my own guys. I don't think I caused any wounds to his rack unit. And then I, just stood there because I'm afraid of his Witch unit and his Grotesque unit, I guess, combined, so whatever. The other guys back here jumped in Razorback, and the other little tiny squad that got pounded by Razorwing ran over to this objective. Wolf Lord broke off from the Thunderwolves, and they both had, I guess he had a 3-inch run, they had a 1-inch run, something like that, so they didn't move very far. And then the Dreadnought gunned down the rest of this Witch unit, so there's only 1 left there. And that's what we got. That's what we got going on. We're going to the top 4, and we got to roll for his, I guess, last Witch squad to come in, which it does. So the last Witch squad's on, and let's see what happens from there. Alright, going into the bottom of 4. Dark Eldar, top of 4 wasn't great because his Witches sucked. They couldn't move. They came on 6 inches and then they ran 2, which made their charge impossible. The Grotesques over here caught the Thunderwolves in a charge and didn't do much. And then the Power Fist swing back and really just caused strength 10 wounds, killing guys, which was really great. So they ran away, and it's going into the bottom of 4, which is Space Wolf turn, with what do we got here? Arjac squad, Grey Hunter squad, Razorback has 4 guys in it, and then we got another little tiny 3-man squad there. Oh yeah, his Razorwing and his Void Raven only has 1 lance. Shot at the Dreadnought and immobilized him. So that's what we got going on. Bottom of 4. Here we are, top of 5. Space Wolves had really great turn 4. Better than expected. Thought it was going to go okay, but Arjac really did really well. So Arjac came out of the terrain over here, shot at the witches. I think they killed 1 witch. So they did a casualty, which mattered later, and then charged into him. And then he didn't roll very well when he went, because he got to go at initiative 6.
Don't roll dice when your chief low is.
And he only killed like 2. He killed like 2 Space Marines. And they'd already taken a couple casualties on the way there. And then when I went, the Blood Claws charging, even with the Phantasm grenade launcher, they ended up doing. The witches didn't have Finla Pain, so he took like 9 wounds and failed like all of them but 2 or something like that. So the Blood Claws just chopped down the witches over there. Thought I'd get stuck in combat, and then Arjac totally just killed the other 3 witches that were left after that. No problem with his big hammer. So what we have is Arjac's Blood Claw squad right here. Then we have a Grey Hunter squad on this objective. We have a drop pod, Razorback with 4 guys inside, 3 Grey Hunters walking around. Got a Wolf Lord who couldn't get anywhere. Nothing to attack.
So
Dreadnought cut down the last witch over here that went to ground, and then this last guy. I don't think I killed that Razorwing, but I shook and stunned it.
They can't overshoot this.
Yeah, 2. So I pounded it with the Power Fist. So that's really the end of the game, because that was his last troop squad.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess
I had the Rax.
the Rax was a troop squad too, but they can't really do much.
They can't do much.
They could move. They could move towards the
and
middle of the
die.
board. The Grotesque did rally, but they probably wouldn't be able to charge anything. And then it was the game around turn 4 anyways. Even if it continued.
It was the game at turn 1.
It might have been the game on turn 3 when we locked up the Webway portal for the 2nd time. Just good combats, basically, for Space Wolves. So that's how that goes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to check out the blog, shotdownmine.blogspot.com. And if you're not a member of 40K Nation for some reason, you need to go to 40knation.com and become a member.